The Yankees have a ton of money coming off of their payroll this winter. James Paxton made $12.5 million. Masahiro Tanaka made $23 million. DJ LeMahieu, whom they better re-sign, made $12 million. J. Happ made $17 million. Yankees fan favorite Brett Gardner made $7.5 million. And even somebody named Jacoby Ellsbury, who has the final $5 million of his contract expiring, is coming off of the books. That means the Yankees have over $70 million to use on improving their roster, and there's a lot of directions that they could go. This is the Yankees' top 5 off-season priorities. Number 5. Figure out the catching position. Gary Sanchez had a miserable year, no doubt about it. Some people will tell you that he really hasn't been that bad outside of this year, but that's simply not true. He's been on the steady decline since 2017. His defense has always been a concern, and he swings and misses way too much. He also seems to have lost the support of the fan base. A change in scenery may be the only way to salvage his career. His backup was 30-year-old Kyle Higashioka, who took over the starting catcher job in the playoffs and has shown some promise. But he hasn't always been that great. He hasn't drawn a walk since 2018, and though he's pretty good defensively, maybe that's all you need, he doesn't really put up huge offensive numbers. JT Realmuto is a free agent, and he is available to the Yankees if they want to max out that position. My hunch is that they'll choose to go the path of least resistance. They'll try and fix Gary Sanchez, who's currently in winter ball, while simultaneously letting Kyle Higashioka battle it out for the starting catcher job in spring training. Number 4. Add some much-needed infield depth. Tyler Wade seems like a really nice guy, and he can play a ton of positions, but he's a bonehead on the bases, and most seasons he can't hit his weight, and he doesn't weigh that much. Given the amount of injuries the Yankees have had over the past few years, the Yankees need to prepare for the times when some of their top guys may be on the injured list, and you simply can't keep running quadruple A players like Tyler Wade out there. Sign Tommy La Stella from Oakland. He's a veteran who plays good defense, he hits from the left side, and he's exactly the same type of complementary player that the late 90s dynasty would have brought in to solidify an already outstanding roster. Remember Luis Sojo, anyone? Andy Fox? Also, spend the winter developing Miguel Andujar's third base and first base defense so that he can fill in properly on both corners of the infield on a regular basis. His bat was better at the end of the 2020 season, and if he could just improve on defense, he could be a very valuable asset for the Yankees going forward. Number 3. Deepen the bullpen. Liam Hendriks and Brad Hand are both free agents if you want to spend, but the Rays just proved that you don't need expensive relief pitchers to make it to the World Series. You just need good arms with good command. I like some of the Yankees' young pitchers, guys like Nick Nelson, who has the stuff to become a dominant lights-out relief pitcher, but the Yankees should also explore the market. Darren O'Day is a veteran relief pitcher in his upper 30s, but he's got a funky delivery and can give you a different look out of the bullpen. The Yankees should also seriously consider letting Miguel Yajure earn a spot in the bullpen next year. He doesn't throw that hard, but he has 3 big league pitches and can give you multiple innings in a tight game. Number 2. Re-sign DJ LeMahieu. A lot of people are going to have this as their number 1 priority. And really, it may be the first thing the Yankees try and get done. DJ LeMahieu is exactly the type of player the Yankees need more of. He uses the whole field. He plays good defense. He's an excellent clubhouse guy. He's clutch. And he's probably been their team MVP for each of the past 2 years. If I'm the Yankees, I'm giving this man a 4 to 5 year contract and letting him play out the rest of his prime in the Bronx. Sure, he's going to be expensive, but unlike most big contracts, we already know that he's going to be worth every penny. My prediction is the Yankees will offer him a qualified 1-year offer of $18.1 million. He'll probably reject that, meaning the Yankees will receive a first-round draft pick if he signs elsewhere, but I don't think he will. I think they'll eventually come to a deal at around 5 years, $115 million. That's $23 million per year, or basically what you paid Masahiro Tanaka, which is coming off the books. And number 1, improve the starting rotation. If the Yankees are going to spend big, the rotation is the most likely place where it will happen. With Paxton, Tanaka, and Happ all filing for free agency, the Yankees have some gaping holes to fill, even with the impending returns of Luis Severino and Domingo Germán. Severino hasn't pitched in basically 2 years, and Domingo Germán didn't pitch at all in 2020. I could see the Yankees bringing back Tanaka because he's pretty consistent and he brings in revenue from Japan. So from a business standpoint, it makes sense a year after heavy losses due to COVID. I could also see them taking a flyer on a guy like Corey Kluber, who barely pitched at all in 2020, but has worked in the past with Yankees pitching coach Matt Blake during his Cy Young years in Cleveland. Most fans want the Yankees to pursue Trevor Bauer, and while I think he would be a perfect fit for the rotation, a young, powerful arm, I think the Yankees will balk at handing out another huge contract. Also, he's a bit of a loud personality, and that doesn't always play well with the New York media. Marcus Stroman is an option, but again, he's going to be very expensive. My guess is they'll try and cut costs and get somebody like Corey Kluber at a bargain rate, or bring back Masahiro Tanaka or James Paxton at a pay cut. The smartest and most George Steinbrenner-esque move, though, would be to ante up and pay Trevor Bauer. It would give the Yankees the best 1-2 punch in baseball, but I just don't see him doing it.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps YouTube suggest this channel to other Yankees fans.